Hey everyone and welcome to T.A.R.T, our totally accurate read-through. Today we continue the spooky, scary story of Scarlet. Oh, I'm here with the scary gang. Say ooh, scary gang.
Ooh, I'm so spooked out right
Why
now,
the hell are we
guys.
scary?
Shut up. And now I'm masturbating in bed. You open your eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You are still alive. And for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monster's lurking there right now, looking at you through the window. Watch me masturbate just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke. His fucking brains splattered across the goddamn tree. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Yeah, that's what it is, clammy.
Why is the mattress clammy?
We don't talk about why it's clammy. Let's look out the window. I'm not dressed. My dick's swanging in the wind. You creep towards the window. Careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. There he is. It's Jerry the Streaker. Wait, hold on. There is someone with a sheet over their head.
Yeah,
Do you see it?
Wow!
For a second,
Oh, okay.
you thought you saw movement. Could have been an animal. Could have been someone else. Whatever it was. It's gone now. Leave the window. Maybe you'll head out there to do stuff. There's a fucking killing!
Oh, it's a possum!
You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within it. It is quiet but angry. Oh, pardon me!
Opossums are actually just very scared a lot of the time.
Close drawer. Grab the opossum. Gently hit the bitch.
Smack.
Put clothes on top of opossum.
Put clothes on top.
What we feeling, gang?
it's space now. Just put the clothes there. You gotta borrow it.
Oh, that's so true. Okay, here you go. The poor thing looks cold in there, you think to yourself.
Here
We
you go,
got an
buddy.
achievement for it!
You lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. It closes its mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Okay, goodbye.
Wow, we do not have a lot of clothes.
You close the drawer. You're satisfied with yourself for a job well done.
I watched a man die last night.
Yeah, we didn't get to talk about it.
I watched a man die last night, Tabitha. Stella and I went into the woods to find some cryptids, and we wound up running into this farmer Duke. And I saw him blow his fucking face off while wrestling with a goddamn worm stinger.
I don't know what you saw, but if someone died, I'm sure I would have heard about it. Don't let Stella get you all worked up over this.
Well, I know if I didn't hate Tabitha before, I know the voice that Hammer's given is making me hate her even more.
She has that effect on people.
And you're having this effect on me. Hatred and anger.
I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around in the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there, and not because of monsters.
Okay,
I'm starting
Mom.
to think Tabitha's worse than fucking Gretchen.
You could fall down a cliff. You could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere. You could get lost in the woods and never be found.
All of these options better than fucking speaking of you.
Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe. And just because Stella spends a lot of time in the woods, it doesn't mean she'll keep you out of trouble. I want you home by sunset from here on out.
Now, was
Okay,
that...
Wait,
Mom.
Tart's
fuck
a grown person, right?
Yeah, Tart is like fucking
you are a
7
grown
years
person.
old. How dare you dismiss me like this? I'm
Got
dead
her face.
serious, Tabitha. I'm not making any of this shit up, and I can't believe you won't so much as hear me out.
God, look at her fucking face.
You know what? I'm gonna keep this train rolling.
Yep,
We
keep
showed
going.
our footage to Sybil, and she believed us. She said the things we found were called ditchlings, and that the presence threatened the whole town. The whole town, Tabitha!
What we did right there just did sound like fucking crazy talk, I'll be honest.
Shit, uh-oh.
I have the ability to meet people, Tabitha.
Of course, that nosy old crone would make a point of meeting any new person who wandered into town.
Oh, what the fuck? What, you got a problem with Sybil now? Do you just have a fucking problem with everyone? Jesus. What's wrong with you?
I wouldn't pay her too much mind. She'll talk your ear off about the healing properties of crystals or the magical essences of oregano or whatever.
Investigate the garden. Head to town. After last night, you should make things up to your Nope. Tabitha
Nope.
is right. After your last night, you're
Nope.
going to... No. Okay, so we've got investigate the garden, which is an explore option, which means we could do this basically for free, or we could just head straight to town.
I think that was Wayne in the garden, but I can't prove it.
So, oh, well, we should go prove it. You're right.
Well,
As your
wait,
eyes
okay.
wandered to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of Wayne you saw from your upstairs window. I want to go give him a hug. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now.
Oh, hey, what's that?
You
That's a
crouch
boot.
down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth, this golden piss and this footprint. A boot print, a big boot print, and what looks like some kind of viscera.
Love that word
Aw.
choice.
Yeah, that was-
Thanks, game.
Gonna need
That's
to get the cleanup
marvelous.
detail on this. Your thoughts turn to the spectre from the night before. With that, you head back inside in time. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. Well, I'm not doing the fucking 2 Tabitha options, so head to town. You make it to town in one piece. We'll do One Piece! No
One
creatures,
Piece?
I'm telling you, it's real!
The One Piece is real!
You went out with Stella last night, right?
Yeah, and fucking bombed. She didn't
We're
want
not
any of this
talking about
peeny
that.
aglius, okay? She didn't want any of this dick.
Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by.
We bumped into Duke a couple of times while we were out there, and he, had a hunting accident.
Whoa, what? Is he okay?
I don't know, let me ask the left half of his brain that was on the tree. Are you okay? No.
And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears.
Get out of my way, Avery. Tarts into gilfs.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we know who the real slanger here is. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Tart. See you, Sybil.
Take care now, Avery. I see you're a private person. I can respect that.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night.
Look, I'm not gonna tell Avery that I saw a giant fucking worm sack with a stinger. I'm not crazy, Sybil!
I better get back to it myself. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're
What?
crazy.
Don't run away from me, Sybil! Don't turn your back on me, Sybil!
I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Bye!
This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. You should leave town. There are monsters in the woods. Hi, I'm Tart.
Very straightforward.
Where's Kaneeka? Do you know how to get to the mines? If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you or what you doing on your phone?
You got any games?
See ya!
Yeah, Roblox.
I just walked in to leave. Goodbye.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Tart.
Hi, I'm Todd. I just got to town yesterday.
Miles.
Oh wow, whew. I love how this has now changed to just.
See
That was-
you,
That was
Miles.
extensive.
Wow, your options really do matter. You know what? What you doing on your fucking phone? What?
Playing a Dragon Ball game.
Dragon Ball.
It's not like it's cool or anything. I'm just killing time.
Are you playing
Dragon Ball's
Dokkan
not
Battle?
Cool.
I bet you are. Where's Kaneeka?
Library. I was supposed to work today, but she just had to duck. Something about helping her YouTuber friend research monsters. Sounds mad fake to me.
Sounds
Mad
mad
fake.
fake to me, bruh. Do you know how to get to the fucking mines? It's so that I could see my cousin.
Maps are free.
Yeah, wow. You take a map of the town. The mines are a couple of miles away, but you now have the power to visit your cousin of your own free will. Won't be doing that. If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you or...
You can just have some chips if you want. It's not a big deal.
What the fuck? Okay. Hell yeah! Thanks for looking out. I'm going straight to stealing.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Thanks for looking out,
fuck.
man.
You
Free
grab a-
snacks, baby.
You grab a bag of salt and vinegar chips from the nearby shelf. It will sustain you in the coming days.
Right on.
Who the
Days
fuck?
worth of chips, huh?
Who the fuck speaks like this? See ya, Miles.
That was certainly an interaction.
It sure was.
See ya.
Miles' focus turns back onto the phone as you leave. Bye, Miles.
Yeah, I'm feeling like books.
Books. Boo! I wanted to see
Better than
Tabitha.
visiting Tabitha.
You enter the
I
phone.
mean, when you consider the alternative, it's just like I will die of boredom instead of seeing Tabitha.
Oh, I thought that. I'm sorry, but I thought that painting was like the meme of the guys holding up the coffin.
Holding up the coffin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I can dig it. If that's supposed to be Stella and Kaneeka in the background, and that little puppet is supposed to be Gretchen, this is the best version of Gretchen so far because it doesn't look like Gretchen.
Well, I'm sure we're
You
about to
have
find
a
out which of its faces they use.
Visceral hatred of this dog.
Nope. Maybe.
Absolutely deserved though.
Yeah, it's very true though. I mean, have you seen Gretchen? Ugh.
Oh, hey!
Settle in at Stella's table. Shush, Stella, and point at all of the books.
Shush, Stella.
Shush, woman.
You will now shush.
God, do we see that
I
last?
love that bit. I love that bit.
Turn around and leave. You're not getting pulled into any more of Stella's hijinks. Visit your cousin instead.
Oh my god, no.
No.
Can you imagine how awful that'd be? Like, you see like someone you like just knew, and you seem to be getting along with them fine. They walk into this place, and you're like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And they just turn around and fuck off.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah, do it.
I don't fucking give a
Do
shit.
it.
You quietly shush Stella before heading over to her table. Digital fucking library, Stella.
Yeah.
Fancy seeing you here.
Dude,
We're trying to
look at that
research the
face.
creatures we... I love it. I love that one. We're trying to research the creatures we ran into last night, if you want to join.
Can I leave, honestly? Oof.
Do they just have a plate of cheese on the table?
Maybe.
Sybil said she was waiting for you to get into town, so I assume you're all caught up on the ditchling stuff.
Morning, Tart. You look tired.
Haha, yeah, the estate isn't the easiest place to get a good 8 hours. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. I'll sleep when I'm dead!
Yeah.
I'm pretty amped up, actually. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before! What the
Never done a
fuck?
Scooby-Doo before.
Fuck? Kaneeka, you can't just tell someone they look tired. Cause you can, Tart. Don't be a
The fuck?
pussy.
What?
Shut up, Tart.
What the fuck
I've
up, Tart?
transformed.
I'm still amped up on adrenaline, actually. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before.
Some creepy old guy with a real estate scheme in a bad costume is at least a little more believable than monsters and curses.
Kaneeka,
Thank you, Goose.
a fucking man died.
All we need now is for Gretchen to start talking.
Shut up! No!
That didn't pick those stats. I'm so sorry.
Anyways, I guess we should get started.
God, honestly, Gretchen's the only fucking reason I'm glad I didn't speak to animals. God! Before you dig in, you remember the boot print you found in the garden. You go to the floor and you immediately go to these women's feet. Are you the boot print?
I need you. Pick up your feet. I need to see your shoes.
I need to see it.
Look, Kaneeka, look at this boot print photo. I got it off Wiki Feet. Hey, before we dig in, I found something in the garden this morning. You hold up your phone and show Kaneeka and Stella the photo you took in the garden. Yo, why is Gretchen just staring into the beyond? Gretchen, stop looking at me!
Dang, that's
You are.
creepy. Are you okay?
What is that liquid around it? It looks like puss.
It looks like puss.
Just a very specific speech impediment.
Do you think it's Wayne?
That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room.
He snuck up on us last night and called out Tart by name, and those brute prints match up with the mining getup.
Yo, I love a good brute print.
I'm not saying it again, fuck you.
Whoa, apparently I missed a lot last night, huh?
I wonder if there's any connection between that guy and what happened in the woods last night.
Like what?
God, I honestly at this point I do want to know what Gretchen's looking at. Because Gretchen's looking past me. I can feel
Yeah,
it.
no, there's something behind
Gretchen's
it.
looking beyond you now, and I don't know how what.
Gretchen, stop looking into the 6th dimension. Just fucking stop!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Hey there, strangers. And literal stranger. Fuck it! Look, we can make Tart buy. I don't give a fuck. Sure.
Fuck yeah.
We won't be strangers for long. I'm Tart. Oh gosh. Hi. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, Chief Librarian and, well, only librarian.
Tart's in town for the funeral.
This
Way to
man's
ruin
on-
the mood.
I know, right? Stella, shut up! You passed up on this big dick. Now Oscar's gonna get it. Oh, I should have known you were a Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Who's Vivian? Oh,
Believe that's your mother.
not that I knew
It's
her very well.
not.
Not that I knew her very well. I was still a kid. No, that's
That's
Oscar.
me.
What's happening?
Oscar.
I believe that's me, Stella, but nice impression, thank you. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. Not that that's a bad
Why'd you
thing.
say it like that? Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch.
Yeah, tell me more about how amazing Oscar is.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple shelves of bullshit. I mean, boring books donated by old people.
No, you were
Damn.
right. You were right with the first thing you said.
Probably about the
You're-
same, yeah.
Oh god, I had to burp. Oh, a little gassy. Sorry, Tart. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? Oh my god! Rosalina!
Mario?
Mario?
Like for Mary?
I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts.
Oh, he's a DILF.
And
Oh,
I
God damn it,
wanted
he has
to
a
make
child.
sure She isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with.
Damn it, are we still interested in him?
He's a DILF. That makes me more interested, actually.
As long as we don't
They're
have to
good
keep
kids
the
at-
kid.
They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff.
Kids are smarter than you think. She could take care of herself.
You might not want to let her run off like that anymore. It's not as safe as it usually is around here.
Can Gretchen stop licking this man's arm? For
For
fuck's sake! Is that so?
Kaneeka's right. There's some weird stuff going on out in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Creatures called ditchlings. They apparently show up around places on the brink of disaster, and they look kind of like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta.
Oh, God.
It's an accurate description.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disaster this region typically falls prey to. Usually moody cousins. Should I be worried about something?
I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Just gonna go nab some more books.
You're going to steal in front of me, Stella? Wow.
That's a ballsy move.
Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen.
Oh, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen?
I can
That
feel
took
it.
all of
for
it
you
to
to say.
say.
Have a biscuit, gal. Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from a horrible, toothless mouth as she swallows it whole like a goddamn Kirby monstrosity. Get away from me!
I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in those woods.
A man's already dead. I'd say it's plenty reasonable to play it safe.
Why does Gretchen look so happy about that?
Because Gretchen's the one that secretly killed Duke. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again.
I'm sure she's fine, really.
Nope, she's had her brain tricked out from her asshole by a weird worm tentacle thing. Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. He forgot to take my number, now I'm sad. Oh.
Damn it.
Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books.
Man, I really wished Stella wouldn't come.
Got our snacks, got our books. Let's get this research party started.
Let's get this party started.
Reading awaits. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. That's right, it's me, Oscar. I'm reading this to you. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836 and sat on Tart's lap. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particularly ruthlessness for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet.
Whoa.
The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. But it started as a simple log cabin, built by Silas's own two hands, occupied by his family of 10. Family of 10?! Jesus.
God damn.
Silas, his wife Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. The logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. You finished with this one. Bye, Tart, bye.
Good.
There was
Okay.
nothing helpful in that one, goddammit.
That's so true. Maybe we should look at folk monsters. Oscar, come back! A few I see a few entries catch your eye, Tart.
Now, Talipo to me sounds like the closest thing to the monster we saw, but
Yeah. If we're gonna get any information, it's gonna be from that one, because she already did a hunt for Tommy Knockers and the Wampus Cat. Stella told us about those earlier in the story.
Well, I'm glad that you've got a memory for this shit. Here we go.
Yeah.
There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Some small creature had gotten into his cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he'd drawn his gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick, and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle. "Guess this'll have to do," he said to his dog, and threw the tail in a pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling across wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he'd been, and in the gloom he saw 2 big yellow eyes staring right at him. "I want my daily pull," a high, hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. "Go away!" he screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of long claws dragging across hardwood, accompanying its movements. "I want my taily pull," the creature growled again. "I'll get my dog after you." The hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear, but there was no dog to be seen. I want my daily bow. Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning all that remained of the hunter, his dog and his cabin, was a chimney, standing alone in the woods. I think I'm all done. Let's check in.
Alright, if we're going with what Kaneeka's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything?
Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Almost on instinct, Stella slams her book shut.
Hey, Pixel.
You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find.
Then why's this motherfucker at a library? This seems like a bad place for this cat to be. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. And speaking of paying attention, I'm done with this episode. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Get ready for next week when we continue this mystery into the freak shows of Scarlet Hollow. Say goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.